Now we are going to discuss about the basics of manpower planning. So this is the first chapter on manpower planning. The topic is concepts of strategy and planning. So in this chapter we are going to talk about strategy and planning and what are the different concepts related with these two things, and also we are going to look at certain definitions. So now we are going to talk about certain definitions first, and then we are going to look at the strategic HR planning. So first let us look at the definitions. So what do we mean by strategic human resource management? So strategic human resource management is actually an overall concept. It deals with the management of human resources in the organization, and this involves managing the human resources and every aspects of human resources like the planning, recruitment, training, appraisal. All these things are part of the strategic human resource management. So we have the definitions over here. Like what do we mean by strategy? Strategy is the formulation of organizational mission, goals and objectives and action plans. So whenever we are setting a target, the plan that we make to achieve that target, that is known as a strategy. So according to Mintzberg, there are a few characteristics of good strategy. These are known as 5 P's of strategy. They are listed over here. So it involves plan, purpose, ploy, position and perspective. So from the definition you can understand plan means the course of action, purpose is why we are doing this thing. Then we have ploy, so it's like tactical, at the tactical level, if we want to change the strategy in the short term. Position means where the organization is established, and perspective is how the organization wants to see itself. So next let us see certain definitions related with strategy. So what is a strategy? A strategy is a declaration of intent. What do we want to do? So that is known as a strategy. And intent means what is our goal, what is our intention, what do we want to do. Strategic planning is the determination of the goals and the plans. So it is the systematic process of determining the goals and the plans to achieve the strategy. And formulation is the process of thinking about the goals, the mission and the vision of the organization. And strategy implementation means to put the strategy into action. So objectives are the aims or the goals of the organization. Plan means it's actually the output of the strategy. Strategic plan is the written statement. And policies are the guidelines within which the organization functions. Like it could be the human resource policy, then the financial policy, these things. So what are the steps of the strategy formulation and implementation? We will discuss those. So what do we achieve by the strategy formulation and implementation? So it has to define the vision and the mission of the organization. Then in the process we convert the vision into measurable goals and objectives. So we turn them into specific targets or objectives. Then we determine the plan which we want to use to achieve that strategy, and then we implement the plan, and we also measure the results using certain measurement criteria. when we are after we have set the goals. So strategies are of various types. Here we have some examples or categories of strategy. One is known as the emerging strategy, which is basically a strategy which has been developed from the grassroots level. So it is also known as the incremental strategy. And intended strategy is the strategy which an organization thinks of at the beginning, and realized strategy is the strategy which the organization achieves at the end of the organization's activities. So strategic types are either they are corporate strategies, or it could be business strategies. So within the corporate strategy we have three groups: restructuring strategy, growth strategy, and maintenance strategy. So what is a corporate strategy? The organization sets some goals and objectives at the organization level, and that is known as the corporate strategy. So it focuses on the long-term activities of the organization. Then we have the restructuring strategies, which is one type of corporate strategy. So when an organization feels that it cannot achieve its goals or it can do something different, then it might go for a restructuring. Restructuring can be done through different ways. These are turnaround, divestiture, liquidation, and bankruptcy. So we will go into these details. Let us look at the other corporate strategy. So we have growth strategy, which means focusing on the growth of the business, increasing the organization's output and revenue. And we have another strategy which is known as the maintenance strategy. So ensuring that the organization can hold on to its market share. So now let us talk about the different types of the turnaround strategy. So in order to the restructuring strategy, in order to do the restructuring, we follow certain options. One is the turnaround. So turnaround means when an organization is in a bad condition, its profits are zero or its revenue is declining. At that time, strategy that the organization takes to turn around its business, that is known as the turnaround strategy. Divestiture means if any particular business doesn't do good, so part of the business is not performing, so one production unit, then the business might think of selling that strategy, selling that business, and that is known as the divestiture strategy. Then we have liquidation, so which basically means terminating the business and selling off the assets, taking the money. And bankruptcy is a process where actually the business declares that it cannot run its business anymore and it has run out of money, so it declares bankruptcy, and the people who are supposed to get money from the business, they can come, take the assets of the business, sell them, and take their money. Then in case of growth strategy, we have different subcategories. Suppose we have incremental growth, which is one way of expanding the business. So it could be like expanding the client base or increasing the products. We have different ways of achieving incremental growth. Changing the distribution network or using a technology, set one is just in time. We can have international growth, so expanding the business in another country. Then we can also have growth through mergers and acquisitions. So we can go for merger with a similar business or the company can acquire another business which is suppose related to the business. So it could be a merger with a supplier, or it could be a merger with the distributor. Lastly, we have the maintenance strategy, which is ensuring or trying to keep the market share of the business. So in today's world, in a competitive world, the organization also needs to use some strategy to ensure that they can maintain the business share, market share. And next we have the business strategy, which is a part of the corporate strategy. So suppose for the overall organization we have a strategy that is known as the corporate strategy, and within the business, within the organization, if we have 5 different lines of business, so for each of them we can build up a strategy, and that is known as a business strategy.